first question. It's your first big action movie since Die Another Day. And how does it feel to come back in that kind of character? And why did you wait 12 years?
Well, I probably should have picked up the gun sooner. That's what my wife said over breakfast the other day. But, you know, you pick up the gun when you pick up the gun, I guess. After the curtain fell on my days as James Bond, there was a certain, thank you, a kind of a vacuum there and an itch, desire of unfinished business somewhat. My producing partner, Beau-Marie St. Clair, created, you know, out of the days of James Bond, Irish Dreamtime, and we've made 10 movies. The Thomas Crown Affair, Matador, etc. But what we didn't have was an action movie. And she found these books by Bill Granger 5 years ago. We optioned book number 7. The title being There Are No Spies. And you have what you see now, this character. It took 5 years to develop it, not on a day-to-day basis, obviously, but I go off and make other movies, and then we'd always come back to the character and sit with the writers, and we had 3 drafts, and the draft that you see now is the 3rd one. So that's some of the embroidery of why it took so long, but I'm very proud of the film. It's a very handmade, rough-hewn production, made with friends, Butch Donaldson being one, Beau-Marie, my partner, and Marco Beltrami, the composer.
Did you make your own action scenes on the movie, all of them?
Yes. I did the driving. See you later. Bye.
I'm never gone. I'm always going to be in your presence.
Oh, this is Brian Grazer, everyone. Dear friend, good mate.
Dear friend, 25 years.
25 years, buddy. Yeah, I did the action. I mean, Mark Mottram, who's my good friend and my stunt double from the days of James Bond, he jumped on board. We called on favors from people. And he brought the crew over to Belgrade, and he's someone who's you know, a mate, and everyone worked their ass off to bring the action sequences together on the streets. And Belgrade, Serbia, they embraced us. They allowed us to go into government buildings and palaces, and you know, to put 10, 12 cars on the street in live traffic. Get away with that in LA, you know, to blow the shit out of stuff on the streets. It was really funny, the day we blew that truck up, there was a woman up in the window and she was an opera singer. She kept on singing. She was doing the scales. It was really bizarre. It was kind of, they let us do our thing. So yeah, the fight sequence was, I can still throw a punch. It's all just great acting, really, you know, that's what it is. And there were no accidents, which is good, because when you move fast and, you know, time and budget and stuff like that, you don't want any mishaps. So we had really great people.
I was very surprised by the tone of the movie. It's spectacular, intense, funny, but a little bit violent too. Very tough, very blood.
That's what we wanted.
Yeah, without any complex.
Well, we wanted it to be gritty and hard, and the character is a cultured, badass, sassy operative with a mangled heart, who's been maligned by his superiors. And we wanted to push the envelope there as much as we could with the violence without losing the audience. So you're playing with the audience constantly. And that's what we wanted, and that's what we did.
Would you like to be back on shooting with Mark Tiernan again?
If there was the right project, yes. He's been here, I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't spoken to him in a while.
Do you think you could be Dobro again?
Well, I will be. Relativity have asked for the next one. They really love the character and love the film that we made. And so Ryan Kavner, Relativity, on the next one. And we've already started discussions on which book and what to do and where to go and how to do it.
Maybe in France.
Good morning. It's me. Thank you. Well, come on now. It was the end of the day. It is recording. I know it's recording. Coffee, not beer. It's noon. Maybe it's time for a beer.
Yeah.
I mean, we developed this character with the intention of having a franchise, finding something for me to occupy my days, to make a living, to pay for my boys through college, to live the lifestyle that I'm accustomed to. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty straightforward, you know, and Bill Granger created this wonderful, complex character. It was set in the Cold War era, and our writers, you know, Carl and Mike Finch, really did a great job of making it relevant, and we look like we're ahead of the curve with the story that we have: Chechnya, Russia, you know, a rotten president, corrupt president. So, but the geopolitical state of affairs that we find ourselves in now is really kind of prickly and dangerous. And having just been in Moscow for the first time yesterday, last few days, and presenting the film, which I think they enjoyed. There was a few people who wondered, they get a bit pissed off that it's the Russians being the bad guys, but the CIA are the bad guys in this film. There's an ambivalence to both sides.
You already worked with Roger Donaldson, and does working together, is that different on November Man?
No, it's the same. We're the same guys. You know? We're still both passionate filmmakers. We love making movies. He's very hardworking, very disciplined. He comes fully prepared. We presented him with the script, November Man, and there were some areas which he didn't like, and you know, he had to sit with it and make it his own, as any director does, because we didn't have him in on the ground floor, so to speak. But yeah, it's always a joy to work with Roger, because I don't really like discussions. You know, if it's on the page and it's there and it's tangible and palpable, you know, get in, shoot it, do it, be ready. You know? And he's a shooter. And he's a great guy to work with.
Well, November Man seems like an old school action movies from 80s or 90s. What do you think of the action movies now?
I think they're great.
Yeah.
They're amazing. I mean, when I saw The Bourne Identity for the first time, it was an incredible sensation, a cinematic sensation, to sit there and be swept along in this turbulent, frenetic hydraulics of action. And I realized in that moment, life had changed. I thought, uh-oh. And, you know, everything changes, everything falls apart. my days as Bond were brilliant, incredible time. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of these movies. I love going to see these kind of movies. I love the cinema. I love being turned on by a great movie, a great actor or actress, and it's just, wow, I want to be that guy. You know? So I get to be that guy. As a guy, I get to be that guy. If that makes sense. When I was young, when I was a teenager, I wanted to do movies. I dreamt about it. And somehow it came true. But nothing comes from nothing. It's all just hard work, keep showing up. And it's all about doing of it and perseverance and trying to get better.
How did you work with the other actors in the movie? Did you make some rehearsals or?
We didn't really. No. I just don't remember rehearsing. We just went on the streets and started shooting. It's good like that. Some pieces, you know, that are densely written and heavy on dialogue, it's good to hear it and play it out. But something like this is so immediate. You want to be fresh. So you just jump straight in. And we started in Montenegro with the opening sequence, the cafe.
Can you talk about your collaboration with Olga Kurylenko on this film?
Well, Olga we'd seen in The Hitman, and I loved her. I just think she's such a sensual woman and a young actress who is just, you know, maturing and going from strength to strength. You know, it takes a long time to be an actor, to make an actor. And so we wrote it for her, with her in mind, and we needed someone who could play that cipher, that type of woman, and she has those ingredients, and she's just so beautiful in the film, and she plays with a strong femininity and sensuality and a heart. You know, I'm just so happy for her, because I'd seen Quantum of Solace, so didn't really work, I don't think, as a Bond movie. But I had my own moments. So I know what it's like. Just wish the world for her, really. That she will now go on and find good characters and good directors. She has great potential. And likewise Luke Bracey, you know, this young man who is just starting his career. He's diamond in the rough, but you know, he's gonna really make something of himself. We did this film with the intention of passing the baton on.
You played Bond. You're still in good shape. You are an action guy. Now we're waiting you in Expendables.
No.
No?
I don't think so. No. I mean, that was just a rumor. That was just some kind of, somebody said, would you like to be in? And I said, yeah, sure. However, no script has arrived on my doorstep. And let's see what the paycheck is like. But no, I mean, I've never seen one of them, but I hear, you know, well, you hear what you hear. I think the audiences love seeing all the guys together. I loved all those guys. I think they're my heroes as well. Arnold, Sly, Sylvester. I've got great respect for Sylvester Stallone. I really think he's acquitted himself so well over the years, and, that he brought all these men together to make such entertainment. It's magnificent. But there's nothing concrete there.
As great movie actors, do you plan to come back on a TV series?
You know, the world of cable TV is so exhilarating and so fertile. And Bo and I have developed a show called The Crusades. So, tricky waters, The Crusades. But nevertheless, we have developed a project around the Third Crusades. We're going to set sail with Spike TV, try and make it.
You have a lot of projects incoming. What are the one you're most excited about?
I'm excited by that. There's 3 movies coming up here. I've done 7 movies in the last 2 years, so the next one is Survivor with Mila Jovovich. James McTeague is a wonderful director, really good director. I did a film with the Dowdle brothers, again, really, great young filmmakers, called The Coup, which I've seen, which is a rocker. It's really good. It's really good. Owen is fantastic in the movie. Lake Bell is fantastic in the movie. And I'm in there doing my thing, and the work is good. I love The Coup. And then of course there's The Moon and the Sun, playing Louis XIV, which was an amazing experience. To be in Versailles, to play Louis XIV, to be in the Hall of Mirrors for 4 days, 4 nights. And it's a wonderful story, great actors. So I'm excited for those films.
And you played a very badass and funny character in The World's End.
Yes.
Could you tell us more about?
Well, I'm a big fan of all those guys. Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz. I just love those movies, and I love that ensemble of actors. So the guys called me up and said, "Will I be in it?" And I jumped at the chance to sit around the table with them and watch them do their thing. And play Professor Shepard, I think. Yeah, my head explodes. So it's just silliness. It's just on a grand level. So I'm at a point in my career and time in life where it's just fun to play. And to make little movies, big movies, small movies, crazy movies. Have fun.
Do you have any director you want to work with and you don't have the chance to do it before?
Yeah, I'd love to work with David Fincher. I'd love to work with Martin Scorsese. I'd love to work with gosh, I asked this question and the name's got right out of my head. Soderbergh. Give me some names. Who do you like?
Spielberg.
Classic. Grandmaster.
Yeah.
Grandmaster. Truly the Grandmaster. Incredible when you look at his works and the films that he's done. How he's acquitted himself through. Bullet travels at over 4,000 feet per second. 4 times faster than the speed of sound. The effect of that velocity is absolute. You just cease to exist. So if I'm going to train you, you must remember one thing. Love has no place in this life.
Peter, you need to look at this.
It's Alice.
She has information on the agency that they'll kill to keep secret.
Run! Out the back and one eye's on
It's Devereaux. I know he trained you, but if he's with her, then he's against us. But the call is to terminate. Do you have a problem with the call? I do what I'm told to do, sir.
Je voulais savoir comment est-ce que vous en êtes venu à venir sur le projet de Cinéma. Comment ça s'est passé?
Alors j'ai reçu la proposition, j'ai reçu l'offre pour le rôle et j'ai lu le scénario. J'ai adoré les personnages et j'ai accepté. Donc c'était assez.
Ils voyaient que vous pour interpréter le rôle.
C'est simple et facile. Bah écoutez, et après j'ai appris que apparemment ils ont écrit. Ça faisait un moment qu'ils travaillaient sur le scénario et ils ont pensé à moi à l'époque de Hitman. Donc je venais de faire Hitman. Donc c'était au début, tout au début de ma carrière. Et Hitman c'était mon premier film en anglais. Et James Bond il n'était même pas à l'horizon à l'époque. Et après donc c'était drôle, c'est une coïncidence que après j'étais prise pour James Bond. Et voilà.
Bien le film.
Merci.
Attention, vous incarnez encore une femme assez forte. Avec votre caractère. Et je voulais savoir, est-ce que vous seriez vu dans le rôle de la tueuse à gages?
Tueuse à gages J'ai déjà fait.
Dans celui-là, est-ce que vous auriez pu être.
À la place de.
Oui.
Écoutez, ça aurait pu être proposé. Hein. On m'a déjà proposé, j'ai déjà fait des rôles semblables, comme par exemple dans Centurion. Hein. Mais celui-là est beaucoup plus intéressant.
Vous avez tourné avec Daniel Craig, Pierce Brosnan, Tom Cruise. Maintenant, avec quel grand acteur vous voudriez tourner avec en fait?
Moi, j'ai pas des désirs spéciaux. Je veux dire, il y a tellement d'acteurs formidables. Moi, je suis. Je prends le destin comme il vient. Ça peut être. Je sais pas qu'est-ce qui va arriver prochainement parce que j'ai plusieurs projets, mais ça dépend de ce que je vais accepter. Donc ça m'est égal. Le plus important c'est les scénarios, les histoires, les personnages.
Je rebondis un peu là-dessus, mais vous avez une carrière qui est très étonnante pour l'instant de variété. Parce qu'on vous voit chez Terrence Malick, juste derrière, on vous voit dans un film d'action de Roger Donaldson, donc c'est vraiment des écarts assez grands. Je veux savoir comment vous choisissez justement vos rôles. Est-ce que vraiment vous avez envie de jongler entre le cinéma indépendant
Oui, je le fais exprès. J'essaie de jongler en fait. J'essaie de marier plusieurs genres dans ma carrière. C'est le but en fait. J'aimerais pas faire la même chose tout le temps. Puis de faire le même genre tout le temps, c'est dommage. Et puis il n'y a pas beaucoup de marge pour les personnages aussi. À un moment on fait le tour. Donc c'est toujours dur de choisir un personnage différent ou un scénario qui est différent. Il y a beaucoup de choses qui se ressemblent. Mais moi j'essaie toujours de voir qu'il y a une touche très différente ou quelque chose que moi je n'ai jamais fait encore.
Dans le film, vous jouez au piano un morceau du compositeur français Eric Satie. Avez-vous pris des cours de piano pour préparer votre rôle?
J'ai fait 7 ans de piano quand j'étais petite fille.
Okay.
Donc j'ai pas pris de cours, mais j'ai dû l'apprendre parce que je savais pas jouer ce morceau.
D'accord.
Mais bon, après finalement je l'apprends, mais ce qu'on voit c'est 15 secondes, même c'est moins. Donc finalement j'ai même pas eu à le jouer en entier. Mais c'est un très bon morceau.
Merci.
Tu peux nous parler aussi de duo avec Pierce Brosnan sur le film?
Écoutez, il est juste formidable. C'est un énorme acteur. Puis on voit. En anglais c'est range. C'est quoi non. La marge où il peut aller dans son métier. Je veux dire, il peut faire.
Oui, il peut faire
voilà, ouais. Il fait des comédies, comme il fait des films très dark. Je veux dire, il a énormément de présence et de charme à l'écran. En tant que personne, c'est juste quelqu'un de super. Moi, je me suis très bien entendue avec lui. C'est quelqu'un de très humain, quelqu'un de vrai. Il faut toujours demander un conseil. Il est là, et il est à l'écoute.
Et vous avez évoqué James Bond du coup, parce que tous les deux vous êtes un peu.
Oui, on a rigolé que c'était drôle, voilà, mais c'était pas du tout. Comme il n'y a pas eu de connexion, c'est pas parce que je t'ai vu dans James Bond. Quand il m'a dit que c'est en fait bien avant que je fasse James Bond qui m'ont remarqué. Bon, ça m'a surpris, ça m'a fait plaisir aussi parce que personne ne connaissait.
Du coup, le film a une résonance, tristement, le film a une résonance politique qui colle avec l'actualité aujourd'hui, avec les tensions entre la Russie, l'Ukraine.
De toute façon, ça a toujours existé, hein, comme dans James Bond, c'est toujours le sujet récurrent.
Là, du coup, on a l'impression qu'il sort vraiment à un moment où ça vient de revenir sur le devant de...
Oui, mais ça d'ailleurs, c'est une coïncidence aussi, parce que quand on le filmait, il n'y avait pas de problème. Alors c'est incroyable comment les choses, en fait, ils arrivent... Ça se passe comme ça. Quand il y a des idées qui arrivent, ils arrivent en même temps. Hein. On dit, dans les différentes parties du monde. C'est triste.
Et quels sont vos projets? Est-ce que vous avez des choses un peu plus claires aujourd'hui? Peut-être un film indépendant?
Écoutez, là j'ai beaucoup de films indépendants en fait, ouais. Pour changer, c'est bien. Parce que je viens de faire un très gros film d'action en Afrique du Sud qui s'appelle The Momentum. Donc là, carrément, je suis le héros. Donc pas la fille du héros, la femme du héros, mais je suis le héros. Et là, j'ai fait beaucoup de sport. J'ai beaucoup bougé. Donc là, j'ai beaucoup de films très indépendants. Et le cinéma européen. Voilà, donc après, maintenant, il faut, comme vous savez, pour le cinéma indépendant et d'auteur, il faut toujours attendre le financement, tout ça. Donc c'est toujours plus dur à monter. Mais c'est ça qui... on s'implique vraiment là-dedans. Donc on va voir lequel ira en premier. Mais j'ai plusieurs. Je ne peux pas en parler parce que tant que c'est pas fait. Et pour l'instant, tout ce qui est gros, j'essaie de ne pas prendre parce que j'ai envie de me reposer. Donc là, j'ai beaucoup enchaîné. J'ai fait 4 films sans repos. Et j'ai envie de prendre une petite pause. Et en même temps, je vais avoir beaucoup de promos à faire parce que là, dans 2 mois déjà. Dans 2 mois, il sort, mais je vais devoir commencer la promo maintenant. C'est le film de Russell Crowe. Donc, en fait, je vais enchaîner après The November Man. Il y a déjà ça, et déjà, il faut faire le long lead press, tout ça. Donc, après, je vais voyager parce qu'ils vont faire un grand tour. Donc, de toute façon, il vaut mieux que je fasse que ça. Je vais me concentrer sur ça. Et après, on verra. C'est bien de prendre un peu de temps. J'étais en Provence. Ça, c'est bien. Ça, c'est mon projet.
Justement, Russell Crowe en réalisateur, comment c'est? Est-ce que
super,
c'est bien, c'est naturel?
Assez épatant pour quelqu'un qui fait son premier film. On attend qu'il ne sait pas quoi faire. En fait, il sait exactement tout. Mais bon, il a fait tellement de films et c'est un pro. C'est extraordinaire.
Et bon. En termes d'entraînement physique sur le film, je veux savoir justement le fait d'avoir fait James Bond avant, est-ce que l'entraînement que vous avez dû avoir vous a servi du coup sur celui-là?
Ah oui, cet entraînement-là de James Bond me sert toujours. Hein. Depuis des années, je l'ai gardé. Alors ils m'ont tellement entraîné, je ne me suis jamais entraînée autant dans ma vie parce que c'était quand même 4 heures par jour, tous les jours. C'était un choc pour mon corps. Mais ça a fait du bien parce qu'après on s'y met. Hein. D'abord c'est un choc et après en fait ouais c'est bien de faire ça. Et après le corps s'habitue. Hein. C'est ça qui est génial. Ce que j'ai pas gardé. Hein. J'ai arrêté donc maintenant c'est aussi dur que c'était avant. Mais c'est pas grave, c'est bien que je fais des films comme ça me permet de bouger un peu.
Tell me about your target.
Male, old, used to have skills.
Used to?
You bring out the best in me.
This kid is the best assassin I've ever trained.
Day and night, here I come, you can't hide. Day and night, here I come, you can't hide.
He's probably the best friend I've ever had.
All your friends try to kill you?
Eventually.
Day and night.
You know, we used to call you the November Man, because after you passed through, nothing lived.
Day and night.